Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Taylor and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a review and a tutorial with swatches on this BH Cosmetics Ruby Birthstone palette. If you guys didn't know, BH Cosmetics has a new little palette like this coming out every month for the birthstone of that month. I have done quite a few of these videos that I will leave linked in the description if you guys are interested in checking out the previous birthstone palettes. Don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you. Also, make sure you have your post notifications turned on so you don't miss an upload. And let's hop into this July birthstone palette review. Here is the July Birthstone palette by BH Cosmetics. This month is Ruby. You guys can see there are 7 different shadows, 3 matte shadows, 3 shimmer shadows, and then one of them is a glitter. You guys can probably see the one named Drama Queen is the glitter. So I'm going to be showing you guys some swatches of all of these shadows, and then we will go on to my eyeshadow look. So the first one is that reddish pinkish, it's like a fuchsia color shimmer shadow. And then we have a light gold shimmer shadow. The next shadow is a matte shadow, and this is like a burgundy brownish shadow. And then next we have another matte shadow, and this one is a dark brown. This is a very dark brown actually. But as you guys can see, all these eyeshadows so far are very pigmented. The shimmers are very pretty and shimmery. The matte shadows are really pigmented. So I guess we'll see how well they blend out when I am doing my eyeshadow look. Now here is the third matte shadow, and this is like a light tannish orange color. It's like a terracotta color, I would say. It's very light. And then we have another shimmer, and this one's like almost like a watermelon red, I would say. It's like a orangish red. It's a lot different red shimmer than the first red shimmer. And then we have the red glitter. This is like a glitter, very chunky glitter. Now we are going to start with the eyeshadow look, and the first thing I'm going to be doing is priming my eyelids, and I'm going to be using concealer to do that and my beauty blender just to buff it all out. And I do leave the concealer wet because I feel like it's just better for when I'm blending the eyeshadow, and also it makes the eyeshadow stand out and be more pigmented. The first shade I am going to be going in with is that dark brown shade, and it is called Proud. I'm going to be putting that on my outer corner of my eye, and I am using a defining brush to do that. It's a Morphe brush, and I'm just going to be dragging that along the crease of my eye as well, but I'm not going to get it too close to the inner corner of my eye just because I don't want it to get too dark on the inner corner. I want to keep the darkness more in the crease and the outer corner of my eye. And then I will be doing the same thing to my other eye, those same steps. I'm just packing that brown shade down in to get that full pigmentation, and then also kind of doing slight blending motions to blend it all on. Next, I am going to be going in with that red burgundy shade, and it is called Fun Gal, I think. Now I'm going to be using a fluffy blending brush and just blending those two shades together. So I'm going to be going in back and forth in circular motions to blend those two shadows together so there's no harsh lines where they meet, just so those shadows can blend together and not be a defined line. I want all the eyeshadows to go together and just blend out. And then I will do the same thing to my other eye. I'm just going to be focusing on blending those two shades together. Right now I'm just focusing on those two shades, and then I will blend the eyeshadow look out even further in a little bit, but I just want to get those two shades blended together so there's no harsh defined line. Now I am just going to be going in with that brush I used originally for that dark brown shade and just kind of deepen up the crease and outer corner a little bit more. When I was blending it with the red shade, it did kind of lighten it up. So I just want to go in and kind of redefine and darken things up. And then I'm going to be taking that fluffy blending brush I used and just blend even more where those two shadows can be blended together with no harsh defined lines. Now I am going to be going in with a fluffy blending brush with no product on it and just blend the whole eyeshadow look out even more. So I'm going to be starting to blend it out and then also be blending where those two shades meet to blend it even more so there's no defined line. Just a lot of blending, just so everything turns out, because I don't want a harsh defined line where the eyeshadow stops. So that's why I'm blending with this brush with no product on it. Now I am going to be going in with that red shimmer shadow, and I am going to be putting that on the crease of my eye and the the lid of my eye and the inner corner part of my eye. So I'm going to kind of give a illusion of a half cut crease without actually doing the work of cutting my crease. So far, I love how the eyeshadow has blended together and blended out. The shimmer shadow is very shimmery and pretty. I didn't even wet my brush. This is just how it looks. And then the matte shadows blended together really well. There wasn't really much fallout. I really am impressed with these eyeshadows. I think BH Cosmetics has really stepped their game up with eyeshadows. Now I am going to be going and taking that brush I applied that dark brown shade with, and I'm just going to be blending together where that brown and the shimmer shadow meet, so there is no defined line where the shadow meets. You guys can see it's kind of just blending it together and making it all kind of just go together, so there's no defined line where the shimmer stops and the matte shadow starts. And now I am going to be taking that light gold shimmer and I am going to be popping that a little bit into the inner corner of my eye, and I'm just going to be using my finger to do this. I'm not using it. You can use a brush, but I think it's easier when you use your finger. And then I'm going to start on my lower lash line. So I'm going to be taking that same dark brown shade with a defining brush, and I'm going to be dragging that all along my lower lash line. I'm going to be keeping that as close to my waterline as possible because I am going to blend it out further a little bit. Now I am just going to be taking that burgundy red shade, and I'm going to be blending out that brown shade even a little further. I do like to pretty much stay close to my lower lash line, so I'm not going to blend it out too far. And then here is my final look. I'm really happy with how this look turned out. I think it's super pretty. I love how the red shimmer like pops. Alright guys, that is all I have for you in today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.